Hi Gemini, Happy New Year. Welcome to January. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. So this month we have a new moon in Capricorn on the 13th, and then Uranus goes direct in Taurus on the 14th. And then we have a full moon in Leo on the 28th of January, and then on the 30th Mercury goes retrograde. So let's see what Gemini needs to know about love and relationships for the month of January 2021. What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for 2021? What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for 2021? January 2021. What does Gemini need to know? Okay, let's see. The Tower. The Knight of Wands. The Seven of Cups. The Three of Cups. The Moon. The Seven of Swords. The Magician. The Two of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Swords. And the card under the deck, the Death card. Now that doesn't mean death, it means transformation. So major change is happening for you this month. Let's just see. So the Tower, you start the month off. The Tower comes up when you have a sudden realization or an awakening. You may wind up changing jobs or changing your residence in some way. It's like you're suddenly realizing. Tower represents breaking down what's no longer serving you so that you can rebuild in a better direction. You may have been putting up with something and it's become oppressive. So you could be leaving a toxic relationship or toxic situation. And with the Knight of Wands, it's like you're done. You just want out. You want to move away. The good thing about the Tower, I know a lot of people freak out over the Tower, but it takes away what you don't need. If you've been spending your energy on something that's just been draining you and it hasn't really been fulfilling you, the Tower will break it down so that you could rebuild in a better direction. So when we're on the wrong path, but a lot of times we get on a path and we're like butting our head against the wall trying to make it work, and it's just not working. And it's not where we need to be. The Tower comes along to take it away so that we can rebuild in a better direction. So there's movement here. I see a lot of movement cards between the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you could be changing jobs or changing your residence, moving out of, because you suddenly wake up. The Tower is like illumination. The truth comes out. So if someone hasn't been honest with you, or if you have been like sweeping things under the rug, not paying attention, not wanting to look at something, the truth is going to come out and you're going to see what you need to do. Like you can't hide anymore. You can't ignore the truth. So you have to take action. And that's going to happen this month. So if you feel like things are, you're going through this storm at the beginning of the month, you're going to come out, it'll be fine once you get on once you accept that things are changing and that you have to roll with the changes, then you could just say, okay, what's next? And you can start focusing your energy on something positive and something better that's going to lead you to a better path. Part of the problem, you have this Seven of Cups here, is that you've been stuck in the choices. You may have more than one option available to you, and you've been juggling a lot because you have this Two of Pentacles here. So you might be juggling too much. And maybe you realize, like, I can't keep this up. I just can't keep doing all these things. I need to make a choice. I can't keep dreaming about what I want to do. I have to take action. You know, the time is now. It's like the time is now to take action. There's like confusion. So there could have been a relationship where you're not sure if you want to be in it or out of, you know, you might be choosing between two people or pretending that something is okay when it's not. Some of you might be choosing between two different people because you have the Three of Cups here. That could sometimes mean third party energy. But some of you might be just trying to decide, do I stay or do I go? Do I try and make this work or do I leave, you know? And you're not sure, and you've been not, like part of it is, I see a lot of confusion because you have the moon here. Like you're not sure if you can trust the people around you. You're not sure if they're telling you the truth, because the Seven of Swords is here. This is like the Thief card. You may feel like someone's trying to take something from you, or they're not being honest, they're not being transparent. Like they may say one thing and then do another, or they may only tell you half-truths. So there's a lot of, you know, you're trying to figure it out. It's like, I don't know what to do because I don't know what's real. I don't know what's the truth. The Magician is here. Maybe you've been afraid to speak up. The Magician is about manifestation, and it's your card. You know, you're ruled by Mercury. This relates to the planet Mercury and also the god Mercury, the communicator, the intermediary between the gods and man and human. So it's time for you to really focus on what you want. You've been afraid to focus on what you want. This is in your negative thinking sector. So if you've been focusing on the negative, then you're bringing more of that in. Like if you say to yourself, oh, this will never work. Oh, I can't do this, or I can't do that. You have to stop that. You have to start saying, what do I want to do? You have all these skills. Mercury, you have the skill of communication. You have a lot. The Magician has skills, has talent. And the biggest talent that the Magician has is the power of words, communication. You know how to wield words. You know how to put words together. You know how to write. You know how to think. It's also about thinking. You know how to communicate. That's one of Gemini's strengths, is communication. And also learn, you know, communicating the story and telling the story. You could be a writer. You're also good at researching facts, finding out what's going on. So some truth may surface this month. And once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. This is about the truth surfacing, and then you having to take action and having to make a decision. The Death card is here, so you may have to finally put something to rest. The Death is about ending a cycle that's no longer serving you, releasing something, and then clearing that out so that you could let new energy in. And your power is in the Magician, the power of visualization, of communication. So you need to start communicating about what you want, start visualizing and making a plan to get what you want. So if you're in a relationship that's having some difficulty, you need to speak up. If you're not speaking up, it's time to speak, to say, and to find out the truth, to ask those difficult questions, and to end a cycle that is not serving you so that you can move into something that's better. The Two of Pentacles here. This is someone who's laughing on the outside, crying on the inside. Like you're trying to keep it all together. Like, oh, I'm fine. I don't need anything. Juggling all this stuff. Trying to make a decision. Where do I want to go? You have this Knight of Cups here. This is a proposal, romantic proposal. But it's surrounded by these swords. So I feel like this person may not be totally honest. They're like telling half-truths. Like you're getting information. Some of it's true, but they might be leaving stuff out. So you're not seeing the whole picture. And you need to find out what's going on. And the Knight of Swords energy, this is someone, like it's a quick departure. Quick arrival, quick departure. So you may decide to suddenly just walk away from something. Like, I'm done. I'm out of here. You might be dealing with someone who's kind of selfish, who is a troublemaker, likes to fight. Someone who's very passionate about, you know, like this is a warrior card. You know, someone who likes to push your buttons or create chaos. You don't want to get engaged. You don't want to engage with a troublemaker. So if someone's trying to draw you into a drama, maybe the best thing is to just walk away. the game's over. I'm not playing. On the other hand, the Knight of Swords is also about, the energy is, don't jump into something just for the sake of change. Make sure you check things out before you jump off the cliff. Make sure you have your parachute, Make sure that there's so think about your options and make a decision after you've considered all the details and checked out the best option. Don't just jump, don't be reactive this month. But by the same token, recognize when a cycle has ended, when it's time to walk away, when it's time to say, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game anymore. I have to bless something that was once good and is no longer serving me. Bless it, release it, and then focus on, where do I want to be? Because there are changes coming. In about 2 months, you're going to have some kind of offer come in. It could be a romantic offer. It could also be a creative project or some kind of job offer. And you're going to have to make a decision. Do I want to accept this offer? You may feel like just jumping into something new because you're so done with the current situation. But like I said, don't believe everything you hear. There's a lot of deception going on with the moon. Everything is foggy. So you want to get the facts straight. Go to the source. Don't listen to gossip. Let's see let's look at the astrology. So you have a new moon in Capricorn on the 13th. And that's in your 8th house. That's the house of other people's money. So it could be a partner's income. There could be a new beginning. You could have like a new source of support, financial support coming in. Mars and Uranus are in the 12th house. And you have a lot of planets, Saturn and Jupiter and Mercury in the 9th house. So there could be some conflict between Mars in the 12th. I feel like you're repressing your anger. Like you've been angry about something, but you're not. It's like you've been sweeping it under the rug. Well, when Mars conjuncts Uranus and Uranus goes direct right after this new moon, you may have an explosion. When Mars and Uranus come together, it's an explosive energy. It's like somebody takes a match and throws it in a can of gasoline. So if you've been repressing your anger or your frustration, it may come out at this time. So you want to just, don't overreact. Don't do anything reckless. But don't lay down and, play dead either, So you may have to take action. With Saturn and Jupiter and Mercury in the 9th house, there could be some contracts that need to be signed that have to do with travel or higher education, teaching, learning. You may have some opportunities to travel or to go back to school and learn some new skills. You might even, and whatever you're learning at this time is going to lead to success down the road when Saturn and Jupiter move into your 10th house later. Right now they're in the 9th house, so it's a time of learning and preparing for future success. And overcoming, like Uranus, you have to clear out some baggage. With Uranus in the 12th house and Mars in the 12th house, if you have any repressed anger issues or frustrations that you're not really dealing with, sometimes like the 12th house also can relate to hidden enemies. So someone that you thought you trusted could be working behind the scenes against you. You may find that out now. You also have Venus in the 8th, and Venus is trining Uranus. The 8th house has to do with love and money and intimacy. So there could be a new relationship or a possibility to go deeper in a relationship, but you may have to overcome some wounds because you have Chiron in the 11th house. It's almost like if someone betrayed you in the past, you may still have some wounds around that, and you have to overcome that so that you can find out what's blocking me from intimacy, what's blocking me from, because you have this 12th house energy and this 8th house energy, and the 8th house is also like confronting our demons. Where am I What do I really need to know about myself, and how am I acting in a relationship? Am I afraid of love? Am I ready for love? Do I have any wounds that I need to heal? Because Pluto is also in the 8th house. This new moon is in the 8th house. So it's a time of releasing old baggage. It's a time of transformation. And it could come through a relationship because Venus is there. It could, and also if you're waiting for some kind of financial support, Venus in the 8th house can bring money that comes to you through an inheritance or an insurance payout or some kind of, it's not the money that you earn, it's the money that you get through, like, it could be like winning the lotto or something, but not that, or it could also mean, you know, some kind of grant funding, some kind of like support that comes from somewhere else. So there's financial support for you. It could be a relationship. Maybe it's a partner. Maybe you're connecting with someone that has, that can support you financially in some way, but also will transform your life in some way. There's a new beginning. With the 8th house, could be a new relationship that's very powerful, that can, where you can really go deep with this person. So like the tower, the tower that, you know, it's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. So if one thing is destroyed, you're coming out of the ashes and reborn. The 8th house is part of, you know, that has that same symbolism, that symbolism of transformation. So you could be transformed through love, through new love. There could be some relationship that comes up that transforms you, or it could even be some kind of financial success that changes your life in some way. Let's see what else is happening. I'm not seeing so much career success. I'm seeing right now is a time of learning and exploring, expanding your universe, traveling. So you could be even, because you have Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury in the 9th house, that's the house of long distance travel. It's also the house of learning. So you could be either learning new skills that are going to change your life in a dramatic way, or traveling somewhere that does like gives you a new focus or a new view on life that changes your perspective in some way, your belief systems. The main thing I want to focus on here is this Magician, because this is the card of manifestation, and it's really important for you to focus on the positive and focus on where you want to go. Don't keep looking at whatever is crumbling. If something is crumbling right now, if some cycle is ending, let it go. Don't waste energy trying to save something that's not worth saving. Focus instead on the new cycle, the new energy coming in, because there's movement. I feel like there's movement here. You're going to be making some decisions this month because certain truths are going to be revealed, probably around the full moon in Leo. And once you see the truth, like I said, you can't unsee it. And the full moon in Leo, it's about my needs versus the needs of the other. So are your needs being met? Are you sacrificing too much for someone else? This full moon is, let's see, it's happening in your 3rd house, 3rd and 9th. So it has to do with communication, it has to do with siblings, relatives, you know, brothers and sisters. There could be some revelation that comes out in the family. You may decide that you have to travel, or you may decide that you need more to go back to school and to get more training. Venus and Pluto are coming together in the 8th house. That's major. So I feel like if you've had some kind of financial issue that's been stopping you from making changes, the money will come in. You're going to get the financial support, and it could be through a very or it could even be a powerful love relationship, because Venus conjunct Pluto is power and love combined. So there could be power struggles over money. Or it could be that you're connecting with someone who has a lot of money that can support you in some way to help you achieve a goal or a dream that you want to achieve. This full moon is T-squared by Mars and Uranus in the 12th. So you're going to have to deal with some baggage from the 12th house. You're going to have to deal with things that have been hidden. Things that have been hidden may come out around this full moon. And once you see the truth, it will free you, because you won't be wasting your energy on something that is false. Instead, you can pivot and focus on how can I change my life? How can I transform? It could be some financial situation comes to a head and you have to make a decision about money or about financial support. So you may have to confront some demons this month. And if you can do that and free yourself and focus on where you want to go next, there'll be some changes. You may not be ready for them, but, and plus you're a Gemini. We've already had the eclipse last month in Gemini. Sometimes things happen a month later. But basically the eclipses come to shake us up and get us out of the wrong path and get us on the right path. So I feel like truth will be surfacing. You're going to see the truth. You're going to know what to do. And you're not going to let anyone lie to you or cheat you out of anything. You're going to take a stand and focus on your talent, your skills, what you deserve. Because there are new opportunities coming. You just have to let go, stop wasting your energy on something that's not working. That's the main thing. So a lot of changes this month, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Focus on where you want to go. Visualize your future in the best possible light. If you're juggling too much, let go of some things so that you can focus on what's really important. And don't get stuck in the dream. Start taking action toward where you want to be. It's time. You have to make a choice this month. So choose wisely. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you like the video, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box, and we can do a reading based on your specific information and your specific issues. In the meantime, I want to say thank you, everyone, for supporting this channel, through likes, through comments, through subscribing, buying readings. I've enjoyed meeting and working with all of you, and I wish you a year filled with love, joy, and abundance. May the coming year be fulfilling and just filled with happiness and joy and much more freedom than what we've had in the past year. So enjoy January, roll with the changes, roll with the punches, and you're going to come out ahead. You'll be on the right path by the end, in a couple of months down the road. So I'll talk to you next month. I hope you enjoy January. Again, Happy New Year, and take care.